The advice to people is absolutely celebrate the day, but do it in a mindful and considerate way. COVID has not gone away. We are very fortunate at the moment in terms of we've got a low number of cases. Let's try and keep it that way, and we're asking people to be considerate, mindful on National Day. So if you have symptoms on the day, please do not go to events with families and friends. And similarly, if you develop symptoms after National Day, please go and get yourselves tested.
How can we reduce risk? Those of us who are feeling all right, it's all about meeting family and friends. That's what National Day is all about. So what's recommended? Size of gatherings, what precautions should we be taking?
We've learnt a lot about COVID in the last 18 months, and there are two main routes of your risk of contracting COVID. Firstly, it is an aerosolized virus. So it is really important people think about ventilation. And you have the beauty of having the wind here in Gibraltar to help with that ventilation. Think about being outdoors. If you're indoors, think about how long you're indoors and ventilation. Secondly, it's that duration of contact. How long am I in close contact with that person? And this is why we're asking people to be mindful, to think about if you have symptoms, don't mix, get yourself tested. If you are mixing, think about the ventilation and your duration of contact.
And I suppose we're at an important crossroads. You've just taken on the role of Director of Public Health. It's September, National Day, a big day for Gibraltar. Schools are reopening. It's back to routine for everyone. Contingency planning, I suppose you have planned ahead for the months ahead. What can you tell us about that?
Exactly. We are expecting the number of cases to tick up through the autumn. That is not unexpected. As you say, schools have gone back, potentially a legacy of some infections after National Day. But that does not mean that we need to necessarily, and my role to advise the government about heading into another national lockdown. There are 5 factors we look at: the number of cases, the number of hospitalisations, sadly the number of deaths, how effective our vaccine is, and the 5th one is new variants. Looking at all of those into account, we'll look at all of those factors, and that will enable me to advise government around what future restrictions may or may not be needed. And this is why I'm really encouraging the population, if you have symptoms on Friday, please do not mix, please stay at home and work out accessing testing.